I have this theory that there's one specific moment where every single person listening has heard Robert Frost's The Road Not Taken.
Oh, definitely.
It's basically a rite of passage.
Yeah.
You're sitting there, folding chair, polyester gown, sweating, and a valedictorian gets up and starts talking about two roads diverging in a yellow wood.
It is absolutely inevitable. It's the stairway to heaven of poetry. It's on coffee mugs. It's on tote bags, motivational posters.
Everywhere. And the takeaway is always the same, right? It's the ultimate American anthem.
Be an individualist.
Don't follow the herd.
Yeah.
I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. It's, the 20th century version of You Do You.
That is the cultural download we've all gotten. It's a poem about bravery, about ignoring the safe path and just hacking your way through the wilderness to success.
And this is why we're doing this deep dive, what if that entire interpretation is not just a little bit off, but completely wrong?
Mm-hmm.
What if Frost was, trolling us?
Trolling is a strong word, but honestly, I think it fits. If you actually read the poem, really read the words on the page, not the words we imagine are there, it tells a completely different story.
Right.
It's not a poem about bravery. It's a poem about how we lie to ourselves to make sense of the chaos of life.
That is a bold claim. You're basically telling me that the most famous poem in American history is one big psychological trick.
I am, and the evidence is right there in the text. Frost didn't even hide it. We just stopped reading because we wanted the inspirational version.
Right.
But the real version, it's much darker, much more complex, and frankly, a lot more relatable to how we actually make big decisions.
Okay, let's unpack this. We have the full text. It's 4 stanzas. Let's treat it like a cold case. We go stanza by stanza and see where this whole rugged individualist myth just falls apart.
Let's do it.
So, stanza 1. 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both.
Yeah.
And be one traveler, long I stood.
Okay, right off the bat, look at the setting. Yellow wood. It's not green. It's not springtime.
It's autumn. The leaves are turning.
Exactly. And autumn is a liminal space. It's a time of transition, of decay, the end of a cycle. It sets a tone that's a bit melancholy, maybe a little anxious.
And then he gets to the core problem. Sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler.
That's the fundamental human dilemma, isn't it? We cannot live parallel lives.
You can't take the job in Chicago and the job in Seattle. You can't date person A and person B forever. You have to kill one potential future to let another one live.
That's a great way to put it. Every choice is a little death. And the narrator feels the weight of that. He doesn't just flip a coin and walk. He says, long I stood.
He's paralyzed.
Completely. It's that analysis paralysis we all get.
Oh, yeah. Staring at the Netflix menu for an hour because you're terrified of wasting 2 hours on a bad movie.
It's exactly that, just with higher stakes. And he's trying to gather data. Look at the next lines. And look down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth.
He's trying to hack the system. He thinks if he just stares hard enough, he can see the future.
Yes, if I go down this road, where does it end up? But he fails. And he fails because of the undergrowth.
The undergrowth.
That image is so crucial. The undergrowth represents the limit of human foresight. You can only see so far, a week, a year, maybe 5 years, but eventually the path bends. There are variables you just cannot predict.
Right, the chaos theory of it all. You can't see the promotion or the illness or the person you'll meet 3 miles down the road.
And so he's standing there, frozen, realizing that no matter how long he stares, he will never have enough information to make a perfect choice. He has to choose with incomplete data.
Which brings us to stanza 2. This is the moment of truth. He actually moves, then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear.
Okay, stop right there.
Yeah.
This is the part everyone quotes.
The road that wanted wear, the road less traveled.
He's justifying it. He's saying, okay, road A looks busy, but road B is grassy. It needs me. I'm an adventurer. He needs a tiebreaker.
He's building a narrative for himself.
In that split second, yes, he invents a distinction. But then, and this is the twist that just ruins all the graduation speeches, look at the very next lines.
Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same.
Say that last part again.
Had warned them really about the same.
There it is, the smoking gun.
Whoa. So, is he confused or is he just lying to himself?
It's cognitive dissonance happening in real time. In one line, he says it has a better claim. A few lines later, he admits they are worn about the same.
He wants there to be a difference.
He wants it, but his eyes are telling him the truth. The roads are identical.
That changes the entire poem. If the roads are worn about the same, then there is no road less traveled.
Precisely. There's no moral high ground here. There's no herd he's avoiding. He is standing in a wood looking at two equally trodden paths.
So the choice isn't brave.
It's arbitrary.
It's a coin flip.
And that is terrifying to the human ego. We want to believe our choices matter, that we picked the right career because we are smart and discerning. But Frost is suggesting that a lot of the time we're just picking a path at random and then convincing ourselves later it was the superior choice.
It's like when you're ordering at a restaurant, you're torn between two things. You pick the steak, and you immediately say, oh yeah, good choice. The fish probably wasn't fresh anyway.
Yes, you fabricate a reason to feel good about the decision. You're manufacturing certainty where there is none.
And he doubles down on this in stanza 3. He really wants us to know these roads were the same.
Right.
And both that morning equally lay. In leaves, no step had trodden black.
Equally lay, he says it again. And that detail about the leaves, no step had trodden black.
Meaning he's the first one there that morning.
Right. Freshly fallen leaves. If someone had walked there an hour ago, the leaves would be crushed, muddy, black. But they aren't.
So not only are the roads historically worn about the same, but on this specific morning, there is zero evidence to guide him, no footprints to follow.
And no footprints to avoid. He is completely alone with the choice.
And then you get this moment of bargaining. Oh, I kept the first for another day.
I love this line because it's so human. It's almost childish in a way.
It's a total self-deception. Don't worry, I'll just come back and take the other road later. That's how we comfort ourselves.
Yes, I'm not quitting my band. I'm just pausing it for this corporate job. I'll get it back to it.
We treat life like a buffet, like we can go back for seconds.
But Frost immediately just slaps that idea down. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back.
Way leads on to way. That line always gets me. It feels like a law of physics.
It's the geometry of life. Think about it. You take this road. 5 miles down, you meet someone. That person introduces you to a new career. You move to a new city. 10 years later, you are a completely different person in a completely different set of circumstances.
So even if you walked back to that fork in the road,
you are not the same traveler. The version of you that stood there is gone forever. You can never step in the same river twice. The choice is irrevocable, and that is the source of all the anxiety.
He knows deep down that by choosing road B, he is killing the version of himself that walked road A. He will never know who that person might have been.
That's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's almost existential horror. The road not taken isn't a badge of honor. It's a ghost that haunts you.
It is. It's the ghost of the unlived life. And that brings us to the final stanza, stanza 4. This is the climax. This is where the narrator pulls off his greatest trick.
I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence.
Okay, let's pause on the sigh. What kind of sigh is it?
Right, that's the million-dollar question. Is it a sigh of relief? Thank God I picked this road. Is it regret? I should have gone the other way.
Or is it just weariness, the sigh of old age?
The ambiguity is the point.
I think so. Frost doesn't tell us. But think about the context. He's imagining himself ages and ages hence. He's projecting himself into the future as an old man telling a story to his grandkids.
He's scripting his own biopic. He's deciding right now what the narrative is going to be in 40 years.
Exactly. He is constructing a myth. And what's the myth? 2 roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference.
But we know that's not true. We were there in stanza 2.
We were there.
The roads were the same.
We saw the evidence. But the old man version of the narrator, he isn't interested in the facts anymore. He's interested in the meaning. He cannot live with the idea that his life was shaped by a random coin flip in a yellow wood.
Because that's too chaotic, too meaningless.
So he rewrites history. He turns, I picked a road at random, into I was a brave nonconformist. He retroactively assigns significance to an arbitrary choice. He makes himself the hero of his own story.
So when he says, and that has made all the difference, is he being ironic?
I think it's deeply ironic. If the roads were the same, then the road itself didn't make the difference. The difference is entirely in the story he decides to tell about it.
That is mind-bending. The difference isn't in the physics of the road. It's in the psychology of the traveler.
Exactly. The fact that he believes he took the road less traveled is what shaped his life, not the road itself.
Or maybe the difference is just that he chose it all. He didn't stay frozen. He moved. And whatever happened after that, good or bad, is the difference.
That's another great way to see it. But he frames it as a victory of character.
Because that's what we do. Humans are storytelling machines. We need our lives to have a plot. We can't handle the idea that we're just drifting particles. We need to be the captains of our souls. So we look back at our random stumbles and we paint them as deliberate, heroic strides.
You see it all the time. You talk to a successful CEO and they say, I took risks. I went against the grain. They rarely say, yeah, I got lucky and the market shifted in my favor at the exact right moment.
Right. That CEO is the narrator in stanza 4.
Yes. They're telling the story ages and ages hence. They've conveniently forgotten the equally lay part of the beginning. They've polished the narrative until it shines.
So Frost is actually critiquing that American obsession with the self-made man.
I think so. Frost was a mischievous guy. He knew people would misread this. He actually told a friend once, "You're supposed to hear the tricky tone in my voice." He knew he was setting a trap. And for 100 years, we've walked right into it.
We didn't just walk into it. We put it on inspirational posters in high school hallways. We celebrated the lie because we liked it better than the truth.
Because the truth that life is chaotic, choices are often arbitrary, and you can never go back, it's terrifying.
Yeah.
The lie that you are brave and special and your choices are destiny is much more comforting.
This is strangely liberating.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, if the choice was arbitrary, then the pressure's off. You didn't miss your destiny, you just picked a road and walked it.
And the meaning of your life doesn't come from which turn you took way back in the woods. It comes from how you walk the path you're on now, and crucially, how you decide to tell the story afterwards.
So the sigh in stanza 4, maybe it's a sigh of acceptance. Acceptance that we have to make up our own meaning.
I like that. It's the sigh of the playwright looking at the script he just finished writing for his life. Well, that's the story I'm going with.
Okay, so let's bring this back to you, the listener. Everyone listening right now is standing in their own yellow wood in some way.
A career change, a move, a relationship.
And they're probably looking for the right answer, for the road with the better claim.
And I'd say to them, now that we've dissected this, stop staring at the undergrowth. You can't see the future. The data will always be incomplete. And chances are the options in front of you are worn really about the same.
So just pick one.
Pick one. Don't stay frozen. The real tragedy isn't taking the wrong road. It's standing in the yellow wood until winter comes and you never move at all.
And hey, even if you pick randomly, you can always lie about it later and say it was a stroke of genius.
Exactly. In 20 years, you can tell everyone it made all the difference. And if you tell the story well enough, it becomes your truth.
Which brings me to a final thought. We've talked about how the narrator constructs his own truth. He creates the difference through storytelling.
Yes.
So if the difference wasn't in the road itself, if the physical reality was identical, but the narrator believes his story, does that make it a lie? Or is the story we tell ourselves the only truth that actually matters?
That is the ultimate question, isn't it?
Does objective reality matter more than the subjective meaning we assign to it?
I'd argue the belief is the only thing that's real to us. If I believe my life has meaning, does it matter if the universe agrees?
Something to mull over next time you're at a graduation. You can be that person in the back whispering, actually, it's about cognitive dissonance.
You'll be really popular at the party.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks for taking this walk through the woods with us.
My pleasure.
Keep moving, keep choosing, and we'll see you on the next deep dive.